When the floor fell out of the labor market, part 5, how free job seeker time broke market discipline and the identity market that arose in its place. In a two-sided market, the intermediary's obligation is not to one side, it is to the function. Newspapers understood this, not morally, but structurally. Their revenue depended on delivering value to both sides of the transaction. When they failed job seekers, they failed employers too. The constraint was self-correcting. Online hiring intermediaries inherited that role without inheriting that accountability. They were paid to coordinate. Their marketing says coordination. Their contracts imply coordination. They are going to regret the heck out of their marketing campaigns in the next 25 years. Amazing what people admit to out loud when they are running a category error. But once job seeker time was free, coordination was no longer required to sustain revenue. And the data, their own fiscal year reports, their own engagement metrics, their own revenue models shows exactly what they optimize for instead. Not hires, participation, plausibly delaying access to employment via information asymmetry at every turn. White labeling, lack of FAQ, lack of training, tech support, lack of feedback, not outcomes, throughput, confusion, not coordination, retention of the search, plausibly delaying access to survival for tens of millions of Americans over the course of years. A market that profits from delaying outcomes is not accidentally failing to produce them. It is structured to avoid producing them because production would end the revenue stream that delay sustains. The intermediaries did not need to understand this in HR tech or talent. They only needed not to question it. And in a market where not asking was profitable, they didn't. This is not malice. It is structural negligence, measurable, documentable, and profitable. I put some check the research, Granovetter, a guy named Shiraz, I can't say his name, Akerlaf, etc., Rashantrol. The job applicant perspective, when job seekers stopped asking permission to protect themselves. The job applicant perspective was built on a foundational truth. Markets require discipline to function properly, so job seeker time is not free. Not philosophically, structurally. TJAP does not profit from extended searches because it is not selling the best matches. It is selling a trustworthy environment, a space where reputation has weight and behavior has consequence. Discipline. When job seeker time is weight, when the platform has to earn participation rather than capture it, the incentives realign. Coordination stops being optional. Outcomes stop being incidental. The market starts behaving like a market again. Job seeker user experience is not a feature at TJAP. It is load-bearing infrastructure. In an actual coordination market, it always was.